What happened in Minnesota in those two incidents was an absolute tragedy.
Were they domestic terrorists, as you said to the country?
My condolences to their families, because I know that their lives will never be the same after that happened.
Is that an apology for what you said?
We, in those incidents, offer as much information as we can from officers and agents on the ground in a chaotic scene that gets.
I'll repeat my question, reclaiming.
United States President Donald Trump announced on Thursday that he is replacing Kristi Noem as Secretary of the Department of Homeland Security, DHS, marking the first major cabinet change in his second term. Noem, who previously served as the Republican governor of South Dakota, had led DHS since the start of Trump's administration. She oversaw the implementation of aggressive immigration enforcement measures, including heightened border security and accelerated deportations of undocumented immigrants. Her tenure included high-profile operations often highlighted on social media, with Noem occasionally joining federal agents in the field. Trump's decision follows intense bipartisan criticism during a two-day congressional hearing this week, where Noem faced sharp questioning from both Republicans and Democrats. Key controversies leading to Noem's removal. Noem's leadership drew widespread scrutiny, including fatal shootings in Minneapolis. Earlier this year, federal immigration enforcement agents fatally shot two U.S. citizens, Renee on January 7 and Alex Pretti on January 24, during operations in Minneapolis. The incident sparked nationwide protests, demands for independent investigations, and accusations of excessive force. Noem initially labeled the deceased as domestic terrorists, a characterization later disputed, and faced criticism for restricting access to crime scenes and her department's response. $220 million border security advertising campaign. Noem was questioned about a high-profile ad effort featuring her prominently, including footage of her on horseback near Mount Rushmore. The campaign awarded contracts to firms with Republican ties, including some linked to individuals close to Noem. During hearings, Noem claimed Trump had approved it, but the president later told Reuters he never knew anything about it. Disaster response and FEMA management. Bipartisan lawmakers criticized Noem's oversight of the Federal Emergency Management Agency, FEMA, pointing to delays in funding and reimbursements for events like the deadly Texas floods in July 2025 and Hurricane Helene in 2024. What is the Shield of the Americas? The Shield of the Americas is a new national security initiative announced by Trump, emphasizing U.S. priorities in the Western Hemisphere. It draws inspiration from historical policies like the Monroe Doctrine, with some referring to it informally as the Donroe Doctrine, and aims to dismantle drug cartels, combat narcotics trafficking, counter Chinese influence in Latin America, and address illegal migration. The initiative includes partnerships with multiple countries to target criminal narco-terrorist gangs and cartels. Noem, in recent remarks, described its goals as promoting freedom, security, and prosperity in the region. Trump plans to formally unveil details at a summit involving leaders from several Latin American nations. This reshuffle reflects ongoing tensions within the administration over the execution of Trump's immigration and security agenda amid a partial DHS shutdown and declining public support for some enforcement tactics. Mullen's nomination, if confirmed, would place a staunch Trump ally in charge of the department.